When it comes to simplifying roots, there's two parts that you can simplify: the number or the coefficient and the variables. So I'm going to go over some examples of how to do both when they're perfect squares or perfect cubes. So first, square root of 16. Square root of 16 is 4. But if you're not sure how to get to 4 or have it memorized, you can break it down piece by piece. We can say that 16 is just 4 times 4. And since the index for a square root here is understood to be 2, we're looking for a pair of numbers. So since we have a pair of 4s, our answer is going to be just 4. So when we go to the cube root of 125, that answer is actually just 5. Now again, you can break it down, and 125 is 25 times 5, and 25 is 5 times 5. So we can look here and see that this is a cube root. So we're looking for essentially 3 of a kind. So since we have 3 5s, the cube root is 5. Fourth root of 81. So let's take it out to the side and figure it out. So 81, we can say is 9 times 9. And we can say that 9 is 3 times 3. And this 9 is also 3 times 3. So since our index here is a 4, we're looking for 4 of a kind. So since we have 4 3s, the fourth root of 81 is 3. Now here, we got a negative underneath it. And so when you have a negative under a radical symbol, you need to be very mindful of what the index is. If the index is odd, you can do it. You can just go through a factor tree like we've done in the last 3 and figure out what would give you negative 81. But this time, our index here is a 4, which is even. So since it is even, we can say that this answer is not real. So again, you can take the square root, or you can take the root of a negative number if the index is odd, but you cannot take the root of a negative number if the index is even. So when it comes to variables now, it's a little bit different than coefficients or numbers. What you want to do is you want to look at the index of each one. And in this case, square root of x to the 6th, the index is a 2. So what you want to do is you want to ask yourselves, how many times does 2 go into 6? And so 2 goes into 6 3 times. So the square root of x to the 6th is x cubed. And that's it. Over here, cube root of y to the 15th. Again, 15 divided by 3. So 3 goes into 15 5 times. So the cube root of y to the 15th is y to the 5th. Here we got 2 variables, but it's the exact same thing. 20 over 4, which is going to give you 5. So z to the 5th. And then we got 8 over 4, which is going to give you 2. So v squared. And that's it for that one. Hey, we got a 5th root now. So no different. We're going to do the same process. 50 over 5, which is going to give you 10. So w to the 10th. And then we got 25 over 5, which is going to be 5. So u to the 5th. And that's how you would do coefficients and variables. With the coefficients, or our numbers, make a factor tree if you're not sure what the perfect square is. And if you got variables, you want to do the division.